In Learning Objective 4.4a, I'm going to show you how to solve absolute value equations. Look at this first one. If you just think through it, let's just review what absolute value means. If I asked you to find the absolute value of -9, all it means is to make it positive, so the answer is 9. By the way, what's the absolute value of just 9? Well, make it positive, it's just 9. So you're going to notice here two different answers will give us the same answer of 9, either -9 or 9. So absolute value equations always have, make this note, two solutions. Sometimes they're quick and easy, sometimes they're a little more involved. Let's just think through this first example. If I put some number in for x and I add 5, then take the absolute value, I'll get 8. Okay? Odds are you can think through that one pretty easily, and you're probably thinking it's 3 plus 5, because that's going to give me 8, which will be 8, which is great. So one of the answers here would be 3. But there is another number I can put in here such that I would get a -8, because the absolute value of -8 would be 8. What number can work here? Well, you either have to think through it or you have to realize it's going to be -13. And that'll give me the other answer. So there's two answers to this absolute value equation. Here's how you mathematically have to show it. First thing you do is you rewrite the original equation without the absolute value symbols. So you do x plus 5 equals 8, and you solve it. And I know this seems really basic, like you can do it in your head, but you must prove it and show this work. There's the 3. I can support my guess and check method. Now, the last equation, or the second one, comes from here. I'm going to take this and rewrite it again as x plus 5 without the symbols. However, I'm going to try to say, I know a -8 would work too, so all you do is you change the sign of the answer. If I mathematically solve it, subtract 5, and lo and behold, here comes the answer that I guessed and checked, was -13. Let's try another one. Again, guessing and checking for the first answer on this one, even the second's not bad. I look at that and I think, well, 9 minus 3 is 6, that'd probably work. How about -3 minus 3? That'd be -6, and then that would work. So it seems like the answers are going to be 9 and -3. Let me prove it to you. Again, here's all you have to do. Rewrite the original equation without the absolute value. That's the first one. And then the second one, all you do is you start to rewrite it again, but instead of putting equals 6, you must put equals -6. If you solve these two equations, you're going to get your supporting answers. There's the 9. Let's add 3 here. There's the -3. Let's try another, because this is a little different because the x and the 3 are reversed. Works the same way. 3 minus x equals 15. 3 minus x equals -15. Let's solve. I need to subtract 3 over here. Be careful, this is a -x, so it'd be 12. To get rid of the negative, divide by a -1. X is -12. Does it work? If you do 3 minus -12, you get 3 plus 12, which is 15. Looks good. Next one, let's minus 3 again. -x equals -18. Divide by -1. X is 18. Again, will that work? 3 minus 18 is -15. The absolute value of -15 is 15. We got it. This is the last type I need to show you, and you have to be careful. Before you break this off into two equations, this absolute value group must be all by itself. And the most common mistake people do is they start to rewrite that right up front. You must move that +2. So to move +2, let's do -2. So it's absolute value of 2x plus 4 equals 12. So now let's break it off into its two equations. 2x plus 4 equals 12, and 2x plus 4 equals -12. Solving the first one, I'm going to subtract 4. 2x equals 8. Divide by 2. X equals 4. Same one over here, subtract the 4. Be careful, it's 2x equals -12 minus 4 is -16. Divide by 2. X equals, in this case, -8. If you wanted to try another one, again, be careful. Do not break this one up first. You must bring that 6 over so that it looks like the absolute value of 2x plus 3 equals 13. Now you can break it up into its 2, and then 2x plus 3 equals negative 13. I'm going to solve these two at the same time. To get x by itself on both, I minus 3. So do this all at once. It's kind of a quick way to do it. Be careful, it says 2x equals 10. This would be 2x equals negative 16. Now I divide by 2, so x is 5. Or, an answer that would work, x would be negative 8.